Now's the time, Portal Master.
Hey everyone, it's Mike and Connor with SkylanderNutts.com. Today we're going to do another review of a new Trap Team character for Skylanders. Connor, you got any ideas, bud? What do we got here? Who's powerful? Last time we did Funny Bone, so don't pick him again. I'll tell you what. Well, I'll pick this time, okay? Let's do Gearshift. How's that? You like Gearshift?
Yeah.
What do you like about Gearshift?
That you have this big titanium gear.
That's right. It's a huge titanium gear. Do you know where she got that gear from?
I kind of forgot.
You kind of forgot. Do you remember the story of Gearshift?
Yeah, these evil things came to try to attack this king in this castle. Then she hit him in this cave something thing, and then she got the gear, and then she attacked the enemy.
It's always about bad guys, isn't it? There's always somebody invading somebody. Man. All right. Well, that's true. Gearshift was created by a king. She was created to be his daughter. I guess he didn't have any kids of his own, so he wanted to make a robot daughter. So she is a robot daughter who, unfortunately for the king, didn't like to do the things the king wanted her to do. She liked to play in the labyrinths below the kingdom, and she played with all the machines there. So she got really good at knowing the machines and how to fix them, I'm sure. And one day, you're right, they were invaded, and they tried to take the king away. But Gearshift, knowing the labyrinth, hid the king down in the labyrinths. And she found the gear, which was the symbol of their kingdom, I guess. She even has it right there on her forehead. And she fought off the invaders with her gear. And after that, she became a trap master.
Yeah.
I don't know if the gear was always Traptanium, or if they made her a Traptanium weapon, like the gear she used to fight off the invaders.
Or maybe it was just a regular gear, and then they put Traptanium stuff to make it Traptanium.
I don't know.
And then she got it to be a Skylander.
Not sure, but that was the backstory of Gearshift and how she became a Skylander. Now, what do you think about her figure? Let's take a close look at her. She's white. She has this huge Traptanium gear. It's a clear kind of gold color, isn't it?
And very sparkly, if I
It does have some sparkle to it. I don't know if that's going to show up on the camera, but most of these, no, I wouldn't say all of them have sparkle. It's not as clear as some of the other Traptanium weapons seem to be.
Like Wildfire?
Well, yeah, like Wildfire, or, why don't we get some of these out of the way? Like Wildfire, or...
Nightlight?
Yeah, no, Nightlight has some glitter in hers. But for whatever reason, it's nice, and it's in a solid circle right now. Now, why is that special?
Because she can switch modes of her gear.
That's right. She's got some pretty cool moves that she can do with that gear. It can basically transform into 3 different attacks, 3 different types of attacks for her. But we'll take a look at that later when we get to the attacks.
Yep.
She's a very skinny character, but yet she's very durable. She's not really bend much, and she has no parts that look like they'd be easy to break off. Her head doesn't feel like it's going to fall off her neck. Her legs don't feel like they're going to fall off the base. And she's gripping this huge gear, which doesn't seem like it's going to fall apart either.
But
so
look, when you move the head,
there's flexibility there, but it's not easy to bend. So it's a nice, solidly built character. So definitely one that you can play with. Well, I mean, she's pretty plain in a way. She's just white and gold. It's not much to her.
And there's a little bit round on her legs.
Yeah, those are like coil-like robot parts that make her move and bend. keep her skinny too.
Like our arms.
That's right. And she's covered in this like white armor looking stuff.
She looks like a lot of armor.
Yeah, she has pretty good armor. She's got a helmet on, all that stuff. All right, buddy. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get her in the game. Let's explore those moves and show you how she can have basically 3 different types of attacks. Very useful. I like her a lot. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. We'll be right back. We'll be right back with some gameplay of Gearshift.
All geared up.
All right, we're here with Connor and Gearshift, and we're going to take a look at her moves now, and we're going to try the Dreamquake arena where we do a flag defense. I think that arena is pretty open and should hopefully be a good arena to show off her moves. Are you ready, Connor?
Yes.
All right, let's get into that arena, buddy. Now, I know you haven't played this arena before, but it shouldn't be too tough, all right?
I know, it's just flag defense.
Yeah, just stay near the flag.
With no birds.
No birds this time. Yeah, those birds kind of got in the way.
These flagpoles will help you take down enemies. Stand in the pole to raise your flag and unleash its power.
All right, so the first Gearshift is a little bit unique in the fact that she can switch between different modes of attack. She's starting out right now in hoop mode. She's got her gear wrapped all the way around her. And if Connor hits the attack button or the X button, she will do a little dash. So show him that. See, there's a little dash attack. It's pretty simple. It's devastating though, as it spins. Yeah, go capture that flag, buddy. Just stand near that flag and attack those chill bill things. Just pick a flag. So she is doing the basic hoop mode attack. Now if Connor hits the B button, he can switch modes. Go ahead and hit the B button. Now he just switched into a mode called dual mode. This is where the gear breaks in half and she uses them like swords. So now he can just go up and chop the bad guys like any melee attacker would. It's good for one-on-one battles where you have to dodge a lot and attack and dodge. Whoa, Chill Bill got you there. And you've captured a flag. Very good. You can go get those Chill Bills, bud.
We're gonna praise you.
Oh, alright, go ahead and switch modes again. Oh, that was quick wave. Alright, switch modes to the third mode, which is called the fragment mode. This is a ranged attack mode. He's have this spinning helix gear now. And now he's firing gears with Gearshift. See that? Just rapid fire fragments of, I guess, the yeah. So that's pretty good. So between these 3 different modes, you can protect yourself from many enemies. You can fight big enemies one-on-one with some powerful attacks, or you can stand back and just keep firing these little bolts of gears at everybody. Now, one of the first upgrades we got unlocks the Y button, or the third button attack, and that's called Gear Grind. Go ahead and show him Gear Grind by hitting the Y button. There you go. It's a little dash attack. And see if you can't go there and kill some chompies with it. Well, that was interesting.
The shockwave problem.
Yeah, the shockwave got him. Okay, kill these things with your Gear Grind. No, the Y button attack. It doesn't matter what mode you're in when you hit the Y button to do this cartwheel type Gear Grind attack. It's pretty devastating. Now notice as Connor does this with Gearshift, she lays a bunch of these mini mines behind her. That's another upgrade called Mini Gears. When he presses attack 3 or the Y button to do the gear grind, it will drop a bunch of these mini gears, which I assume damage people if they step on them. Can you see if they can step on any of those? Get them to chase you. Do gear grind when somebody's chasing you and see if what happens if they step on those.
They're gonna step on them.
But they're gonna attack you then.
Yeah, look.
See, they disappear after a couple minutes too. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about killing them. It's fine. You got moves to show them, buddy. You don't need to kill them right away, okay? This doesn't have to be fast. All right. All right. Now, also notice. Let's see. There's another upgrade that you can see that is happening when Connor switches his modes. Every time he switches his modes, Gearshift is sending out a gear saw. Okay? Go ahead and do that a couple times. Switch your mode and send out the gear saw. No, switch your mode, buddy. B button. B button. Switch his mode. See that? That's a gear saw. Keep doing it. Do it over and over again. If you keep switching modes, you can just keep sending out these gear saws. It's pretty devastating. It's another way to do your ranged attack instead of being actually in the fragmented mode. Now you better slow down, honey. You're gonna beat everybody before you can show them all the moves. Those are all the basic moves that come with the character. Now we chose the dual mode duelist path.
Don't kill him, don't kill him.
Go back into dual mode, buddy. Go away from that. Let him take it. Let him take the flag. Alright, now he's in dual mode. This is the mode that we decided to amp up. Don't aim at anybody, but show him hit the attack button 3 times in a row. Oh, that's okay. 3 times in a row, real quick. There. That, if he attacks 3 times in a row with his dual mode, go over to it and spin it again. He unleashes that gear. So go ahead and do another gear saw. There you go. Now another upgrade in that path is when that gear saw stops spinning or gets close to stopping the spin, he can attack it with just a regular melee attack and it'll spin that gear up again. So try to show him how you can spin a gear up again that's either slowing down or dying. There's the gear, it's spinning, it's starting to die. Now go hit it, attack it. Attack that one. There it is. He respun it again. So you have the ability to continue that gear to continue to keep it spinning with that upgrade. And now the final upgrade of the dual mode duelist path is called Geared Up, and this makes the gear saws larger, and the also sometimes release mini gears. So if you release a bunch of gear saws, let's see if they release mini gears. See, there's the mini gears from that attack. Yeah, I see it throwing out a couple mini gears here and there. So it kind of splatters these mini gears all across the battlefield. Oh, actually, if you go back into hoop mode, and there's gears on the ground, your hoop spinning attack will actually get rid of, knock those gears around. So if you see a whole bunch of those gears, you might have to lay some more at the Y button. You can actually, I guess, knock the gears into the enemies. I don't know if that's a very valid attack, or even if you should worry about the gears as far as trying to move them around. If they're there, fine. If you throw a bunch of them out there like that, we have a hard time determining how much those gears damage somebody. You can sure put a whole bunch of them on the map though. Just try to surround them in the gears, see what happens. Don't hit them, just dash around them and see if you can get gears on the ground. No, don't hit them, buddy. Just keep hitting the Y button. Yeah, circle them in with gears. Oh, you hit them. Alright, so I think that's the third wave. Oh, nope, there's couple boss guys. Alright, you can try to beat those guys. Basically, the dual mode duelist path wasn't very exciting as far as just having more another gear saw. There's really no point. I mean, yeah, he can hit attack 3 times and a gear saw goes out. But if he wants gear saws on the map, all he has to do is hit the B button a bunch of times, and that's a basic upgrade. So just by switching, you can throw out gear saws. Now, we also have the Soul Gem ability activated, which is called Swing Shift. It's a very boring Soul Gem ability. It makes every single attack he has more powerful, which is good. And it also makes Gearshift be able to switch between modes faster. So as you saw Connor hit the B button over and over again, he threw out lots of those gears. I can't really remember how slow Gearshift was before we got the Soul Gem, so I don't know how efficient it would be to keep switching modes to throw out those gears. It probably wouldn't work as well as it does now. But it's not a flashy Soul Gem. It doesn't allow Gearshift to do something totally amazing. It basically just makes her switch between modes faster and makes her more powerful. It's always good to be more powerful, but it's just not super exciting as some of these Soul that we've seen.
Yeah, and if you like push B button, a lot of times the switch in modes, it's like you're making a gear beam with all those gears.
That's right. You can get like 4 or 5 of those gears out at one time, and they're devastating. Really, they're very powerful attacks. So I don't know. I think Gearshift is pretty cool. She has a whole lot of strategic gameplay to her. I mean, you can go at her with the sword blades and the dual mode and just whack at people. You can just keep it in the first mode or the basic mode called hoop mode and just spin her around and spin around all the different enemies, chopping them up. It might not be as powerful, but it's almost hard to hit Gearshift when she's spinning around in that mode doing those attacks. And then basically once she's upgraded, she's throwing mini gears everywhere. So whatever those do and however those hurt enemies, they're just all over the battlefield, so causing pretty much enemies anywhere to be hit somehow by Gearshift. So what did you think of Gearshift, bud?
She was pretty good and awesome.
You like her? Yeah, she's pretty fun. She's a nice tech trap master. Better than average, I think. Pretty good. I like her a lot. I just like how different she can be. So I don't know. I think she's recommended by us, and we have a score on our website. You can visit our written review to get that. Do you have any parting words for Gearshift?
No.
Okay. I think she was out at launch for a little bit, and then she was in limited supply, and she is supposed to be out again probably by the end of the release of Skylanders. I wouldn't be surprised if she was in Wave 5. I haven't seen her lately, so I don't think she's out anymore. But when she does come out, she's a pretty good one to get, I think. Alright, that'll wrap it up for us at SkylanderNutts.com, and we'll be back next time with another review. And until then, keep playing Skylanders and have fun.
Bye.